This is Erica, and you're joining me on Energy Clearing for Life Force Meditation Podcast. This has just been such a fascinating month. I'm so joyful that you're here with me as I go through these changes, as I sign the paperwork on my new beach house. Oh my gosh. So I have to tell you what happened. It was so interesting. Woke up in January. Hopefully I wake up every day. I woke up this one morning and I looked at the things I'd been saying that I wanted. Okay. I looked at all these things I'd been saying I wanted, and I looked at how many years I've been waking up and writing down like what I was asking for in my life. And I was like, I'm talking for years. I mean, we go back to 2010, 2005. So, say 10, 15 years of asking and not receiving what I've been asking for. And I was like, huh. And then I had a couple things that I desired that I've been asking for, and I hadn't been, but I'd only been asking for them, say, since last summer. And yet, crickets. And I went, well, that doesn't really make sense. Like, that's not who I am. I'm someone who focuses on something, like when I wanted to get my books to be bestseller, and I had 30 best-selling books after that. Like, I wanted my podcast to go number one, and it went number one on iTunes. I wanted, like, if I see something in my head and I desire it, and then I put the action in, I put the work in, then generally in my life, I've been able to, having this. So we had fertility issues, and I ended up with 3 children. So that was some big life desires that put those little babies in my hands, and I got them in very creative ways, including adoption, but not limited to that. So I'm someone for whom when something shows up as a desire in my heart, I am able to have it show up. And yet there was some very elusive components to my life that I was chasing without having. And I went, well, I'm done with that. Like, COVID put things in perspective. My dad died in September. So happy Father's Day to my dad on the other side. He was a very odd man. And so I went, So I chose differently. I woke up to what I didn't have, and I went, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what it'd be like to have what I was been asking for. And so now I stand before you 6 months later, and my income has changed. It's month on month now. It's doing nicely. And I have a home I'm going to be owning, and it's actually going to be costing me less than the home I live in now as a result of choosing to be in a different location and opening up to what would be even better. What would be even better? And I actually did make a vision board, and I know people are also like dubious about that, but I took some pictures of a home and I put title and my name, and I took pictures of my car and I said paid free and clear, and I put pictures of my daughter going to university, and I did this in January, and everything's coming true on my whole board. So now I get to make a bigger board. And I remember when I put things that I believed it, and yet I was still kind of like, is that even possible? And now I stand before you with all these things happening. So I'd like to wake up that desire within you that gave up. I'd like to say hi to that person in you that said, I've been wanting this for no reason, and I'm stupid for wanting it because it'll never happen. And really to say that desire in you can connect you to that being in your life, to being in reality. And I feel like I've seen this everywhere, and it's like honoring the little whispers. It's honoring the little steps, the little different things you can do. And one of the things that I don't like doing, I don't like asking for business. So I don't know. It's like I want people to just find me and hire me without me telling them who I am or what I can do. Yeah, how's that working? So I went into a different mode and I polished up my resume and I applied to all these like part-time contract opportunities using my skills, and it all worked. Like it all worked. Like all the money started coming in. And then the strangest thing happened. Was it March? You're gonna think I'm so strange, but I remembered that I owned a house. You're like, Erica, how could you forget that you owned a house? It was something that I inherited, and it was something that wasn't bringing in money. So it was something that wasn't really contributing. And so all this energy, it was like all these things within me were seeds of who I am today. And then who I am today is seeds of who I'll be in 6 months. And then who I'll be like at Christmas this year is seeds of who I'll be in summer of next year. So as we look at ourselves, if we would stop like being so mean to ourselves and just start saying, who am I? What seeds do I want to nourish? What seeds do I want to nourish? All right. So what seeds do I want to nourish? So I love podcasting. So I'm nourishing my podcast seeds, which is this. And I have two other podcasts. If you haven't listened, I have SEO Rank It Up podcast, which is how to get your business to be seen and heard with search engine optimization, one of my fun topics. And I have the Erica Glessing show where I interview cool people. And that one it's been a little dormant since COVID. I'm working on having it wake up. So if I lean into what I love doing and then I do it bigger and help more people with that. And I think I've built about 24 podcasts for people because I love podcasting as a means of communications. So, what is it? If I could quicken something in you on this episode of Energy Clearing for Life Force podcast, if I could quicken something inside of you that would believe in yourself more deeply, I think we'll do a meditation on that. So, this will take about 7 or 8 minutes. So, just relax, take a deep breath. Yeah, let go of yesterday. Let go of where you want to be 10 minutes from now. Let go of your worries. Let go of your fears. Let go of anything you've been concerned about. It'll all be there when you come back. Just take a deep breath. And now pull earth energy up from the bottoms of your feet, earth energy up through your feet, earth energy up, earth energy up, earth energy up. Good. And now pull celestial energy from all the heavens, golden celestial energy around you. Pull it. There you go. Pull it. And then just swirl this golden energy around you, this healing energy around you. And I'm seeing some green. So green is the heart chakra. So invite some green to flow through you and heal. There you go. Just invite yourself into a healing energy, a warm, kind, flowing energy. Nice. Let's talk to one of your desires. So, is there something you desire? So, right now, I'm building a course that has a lot of jazzy energy. Mm, it's very, it's very alive. So, put something about a foot in front of you that you've been desiring. It's okay if it's a house, it can be a car, it can be a relationship with someone, it can be a book you've been writing, it can be a poem you'd like to write, it could be anything. Just put a creation that you've been kind of like having nibble at you and nudge you. Maybe it's your own podcast. So go ahead and just put that about a foot in front of you and just say hi to it. And then just use the saying like I am. Just be I am. I am. I am. Nice. And now just look at that entity that you've been wanting to build, that creation. And if you don't have one, just keep sending good energy to yourself. But let's go ahead and look at that creation that you've been desiring to thrive with, and just see it really creating. And again, in honor of Father's Day, let's look at that creation energy, that like I'll get it done energy. There's the yin and the yang, and the creative and the passive or the receptive. And so we want to be asking that creative energy, that it's kind of a male energy. It's a things will get done energy, and really flow lifeblood into that creation, and just ask lifeblood to flow into that creation and have it grow and ascend. And now see it helping others. And I am being shown to pull energy from other people to your creation. You don't have to do this. So if you don't want people to see your creation, just kind of blot out this part. Don't listen to me till the next another minute's up. But go ahead and see energy coming to that creation. Now see the people, all the right people finding it and being so nourished by it and so happy that they learned it. And oh my gosh, they're so excited. So I'm seeing people join my SEO course and they love it, and they're learning how to do this content marketing, and they're learning how to support themselves doing this. And they have children, and their children are now getting fed because they can do it because they're taking my course, and it's helping them and it's teaching them. Oh my goodness, yes. And it's giving me money, and I'm giving it love, and I'm giving it attention, I'm giving it affection, I'm giving it nourishment, I'm growing it, I'm putting all the right things in it, I'm knowing how to teach these topics that I'm so expert at, and I'm sharing my wisdom, and the creation is just so excited. Oh my gosh, you can just feel the energy of your creation, and really talk to your creation now, and now pull your energy that you've been like kind of flowing to the creation, pull that back and allow the creation now to talk to you, and allow the creation to have a point of view, and let's see what it would like to tell you. And I'll just be quiet for a sec. And I got shown something I think people call perfectionism. And it was like waiting until it's perfect, or waiting until you know enough, or waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that waiting is not the creation's desire. So the creation would like to come out and be born. And it's your job to create it if you like. And if you don't, it's okay. Just let that one go and invite in a new creation. So you don't have to have that creation. Even if you've been working on a book for 10 years, if it's not the right book, start a new book. You don't need to be in old. You can be in new. You can take what you're working on and flow life into it and create it and have it be born, or you can make something brand new, and it's okay. It's okay. I give you permission. You can create anything that feels like being created right now. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening. Let's come back to center. Let's do one more flow of money to you. We're going to flow the creation into existence, and then we're going to flow money to ourselves and see all the money coming, the money coming, the money coming, the money coming in so many ways. People just clicking pay, 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 pay. There we go. And just really see that done. And some other alternative reality, it's already done. Nice. I hope you enjoyed today. It was a special Father's Day edition where I tapped into that creative male side that I don't talk to as often as I could, right? And I wish you a very beautiful and wonderful day. Thank you for listening.